Good morning, Maureen. Good morning, Jenny. And yes, all the leaves are brown and the sky is gray. And the sky is gray. Uh, so, welcome to the My Tarot morning reflection, our daily inventory and chance to check in with the universe. Apparently with a song in the air. Isn't that right, Jenny? But it is cold. What's the temperature outside? I bet 32 degrees. So, but a few years ago, I went out and bought one of those Arctic jackets that can, handle 60 below zero, blah, blah, blah. And I tell you what, ever since then, I have not minded the cold weather. As long as I can stay warm, I'm fine. So, what are we doing here today? That's a good question. We are checking in with the universe, listening to the cards like they're the sounds of the ocean, which is what reminding us to take a breath. The chance to just focus on ourselves for a few minutes here and see where we are. And kind of like a reminder for us, it's like, oh, well, we can get comfortable. We can put our feet flat on the floor or maybe have our butts do the kitty dance. Check in with where our shoulders are. Maybe our neck. Oh, my goodness, that feels good. So I did not get a lot of sleep last night. Mina had to go, had an office emergency. She had to run in. She works at a biotech company, so she ran in there. Something wrong with the, something. But, so I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. But it's funny, as I sit here and I close my eyes to meditate some, I just wonder about that realm where it's interesting because I find myself wanting to go back to sleep, which takes me to kind of like this weird in-between place when I was doing it earlier. It's like not dreaming, not sleeping, but a little bit. So it just had me kind of wondering about that and the level or where it went. Good morning, Angelina. I'm just rambling again. We were waiting for you. Angelina's here now, so I'm going to switch so that we can see the table here. Check in with the universe, or as I like to say, the universe holds up a mirror, asks us what do we see, and we use the tarot for that reflection. Okay, so what am I going to do first here? I'm going to take another sip of coffee. Then sounds like I want to be liminal. I might want to be liminal. Maybe. Once I look up liminal, I will let you know. I am going to make 3 stacks, though. It's the limbic realm, my favorite place to be. Oh, see? I haven't really studied a whole lot. Anything beyond what just comes natural for me. It's like tarot just kind of came natural once I figured it out. So, what am I doing here? I've got our 3 stacks. And each one's like a different thread going out to the universe. It's like each one's a different thought or idea. And if we believe in a multiverse, it's like each one of these is a different path. Because this stack will lead down one path. This conversation's going to lead us in a different direction compared to this one. And so today, using our intuition, let's take the top stack. Or what I like to think of as things that are right in front of us and we don't even see them. I'm going to do our 3 and 1. And I'll flip each card over one at a time like we're reading the pages of a book. And the first card is, the Knight of Pentacles. So, Pentacles, coins. Coins are what? Home, health, finances, all the things that keep us grounded. Knights are the element of fire. They're the first ones you throw into battle. They're action, movement, their passion, their drive. They have a desire to get things done. Well, hold on. That is not the fastest looking horse in the world, is it? That horse looks like it should actually be pulling a plow. All feet are flat on the floor there. So we have this knight who's an element of fire, and we have this coin, which is the element of earth. So the question is this, and he's looking at the next card, and the next card is going to determine where we're going and where he's going, because he's actually just kind of staring at this field, like maybe he's waiting for something to grow. Maybe he's taking notes, making sure everything's right, but he's not acting on all that fire and energy. And sometimes that just kind of builds up in us. But let's see what he's staring at. The Queen of Coins. So, queens are the element of water. And that's our spirituality, our emotions, our feelings. And coins, again, our home, health, finances, things that keep us grounded. So when we have the Queen of Coins, this is about home, taking care of our homes. Court cards. Court cards can be you, can be somebody else, or just part of the situation. Not male or female. It's masculine energy, feminine energy. So this is that strong feminine energy, that desire to take care of our homes and the things around us, health, but it's reversed. So when we combine that with the Knight of Coins, we should be out there doing something particular, certain things. And this has been kind of like an ongoing thread with the tarot lately, I think, because, the Knight of Pentacles, he may be being meticulous right now, but he's not doing an action. He's not taking care of things. He's not getting things done. It's almost as if there's a wait mode going on, and how that affects those around us. So the next card is the Ten of Wands. So this is the how would I want to put this? This is the consequences of not getting things done. So again, Knights are the element of fire because they are the passion and the drive. Wands are the element of fire, and fire, passion, everything else. But we're at the Ten of Wands. We're at the end of our rope here. So when we have the Ten of Wands, we started out with the One of Wands, which is just an idea and a chance to plant a seed and get things done. And that's the goal when we start a project, is to try and get things done. But then as things pile on and somebody gives us more logs to carry, it becomes more and more difficult as we go on. Until ultimately, this is another one of those cards where I believe we feel like, if I don't do it, who will? Where we kind of get ourselves in that situation where we're just waiting too long to get things done. There are things in our lives that we just want to put off. It's just natural. And if you're having a party on Saturday, I don't feel like vacuuming until Saturday morning when I should be cooking. It's one of those things where, and again, since these are minor cards, these are just our day-to-day cards. So this is something that we all share together, that feeling of lassitude, that feeling that I've got enough on my plate. I'm going to let this one wait out. I'm not going to do this. I've got stuff on my list. And sometimes it gets overwhelming, and we become that Queen of Coins, where things kind of stagnate and don't move forward. And then the consequences of not getting it done, And as Maureen says, burdened by passion, the need to reconnect with something physically important. Absolutely. So let's see what the advice card is. It is the 9 of Wands. So, again, we talked about the wands. So one of the things that I enjoy, how I like to explain it when I'm teaching the class, is that in numerology we have 1 to 10. And if this was a race, 10 would not be the finish line. 9 is the finish line. 10 is what we do with our winnings. So 9 is about fulfillment. 9 shows it's like we accomplish things. Like it might be that we've accomplished 80% of the work in the last 20% of the time, but we get it accomplished. But the reminder is that do we need to do that? And again, it seems like this is, there are patterns with the tarot. We're not seeing a lot of the majors lately. We're not seeing anything like the transitional cards. We're not seeing, so far for the past couple of weeks, I feel that this has been more about the day-to-day, because, the journey of 1,000 miles starts with the first step. And the day-to-day, what we take care of today will lead into what we need to do tomorrow. And what we don't do today will double what we have to do tomorrow. And that's kind of the sense I get with this, is that we're putting the burden on ourselves when we don't focus on today and the things that we, I don't want to say neglect, but the things that we put aside. Good morning, Jenna. So today, this is an awesome reminder that when I see this guy right here, okay, this is a consequence sometimes of not doing our task list. And then also forgetting the fact that, when we get so busy like that, why do we even become the queen reverse? Because we feel overwhelmed. We have too much fire and too much energy, and we don't know what to do next. And so we're really hard on ourselves. Overwhelmed with the dark face of Christmas, yeah. So when we're overwhelmed, and then we're the queen of coins reverse, whereas if we had her up like this, we would recognize, because she's looking at the knight. And she's saying there's things we need to get done. So she's going to say, you know what? Just take half of these staves, right? Just take half of these staves and you'll be fine. But instead, sometimes we just don't get enough sleep. Sometimes we feel overwhelmed. So today, before we reach 10, because the 10 is just a 1 and a 0, and it's the end of a cycle as we go back to 1. But when we see this 9 of coins, it's a reminder that we can stop, get our ducks lined up in a row, acknowledge what we have done, and see what we need to do to complete the cycle, get to 10, maybe do 2 staves at a time. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We're done. See what we need to do to tap into our inner Queen of Pentacles and use compassion to acknowledge where we're at and move forward. So with that, I hope everybody has, once again, that amazing, amazing day, and that we are gentle with ourselves, and that we just acknowledge, again, these are day-to-day cards. So we all feel this way at some point in some small way. So take care, and I will see everybody again tomorrow.
Stars in the sky, cards in my hand, searching for signs, lost in the sand. Whispers of fate echoes of dreams in the dark slate. Nothing's as it seems. Flip the cards, turn around, mystery